Want to see some pretty crystal?
Please, child. I just want to unload some maidens and go home to my sandcastle. That's the real reason I carry this pitch pipe. This beach is notorious for seagull attacks.
Okay, lift it up slowly.
Want some flip-flops?
Please, I'm in politics. I can't be associated with flip-flops.
Excellent. Surely this one.
That's not a good place to hang a ladder.
Dang us all. Are you sure you're packing it tight, Clarence? Hey, you taking a break, Clarence? Don't make me come up there. Come on, Clarence, we're running out of time.
These fishing poles are useless. All the hooks have been stolen.
Can you hear me up there?
Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not a vintage crystal one.
Now to the right. Can you hear me up there? Watch out.
I got plenty of chum.
No, not like that. Wait for the tide. Don't make me come.
Shh! Here she comes again.
I've got the riddle solution. Fish guts.
I suppose they could be fish in their prime. And the ocean could be a pit. But it's not hidden. And baby fish don't rise out of it. That would be super creepy. Good effort there, though.
This pretty window is the solution to the riddle?
Are you asking me or telling me?
Telling you? The solution to your riddle is cloud shoes.
We don't even know what those are. But no.
Think about this. You can take down a ladder,
Go on.
and it can rise again and get you out of a pit.
But what about the rotten bed?
Well, just ignore that part.
You can't ignore the riddle of Yorn.
Come on, Clarence, we're running out of time.
Gross, Drusilla! Don't you think I can smell that? Okay, this time it really wasn't me. Is this about the feathers we took for our costumes? You can have them back!
Hey, maybe this perfume is what's attracting them. I'll get rid of it.
Great! Ow! Great idea! What about me? Ow! I exude it naturally! She has to save whom she can't. Ow! I'll tell Mog Chothra about you, Drusilla.
Nice inversion. Nice. You know, I think this one looks like it could.
Check out my new perfume.
Maybe you didn't apply enough.
Next time for sure. I think we got.
Oh, man. The things monsters go for these days. Marshal Dune? I need to enter the Maiden's Feast.
Oh my. Now that is how you attract a monster. You are in, my girl. My compliments to your grandmother. Truly monstrous. Now, if there only was going to be a Maiden's Feast.
Hey, do you know the answer to the riddle about the pits and rotten bed?
What kind of pits are you talking about?
Huh. Not sure. How about now? Is the construction coming along better?
The sand is falling apart, and so am I.
Hey, about your... It looks great on you. Very fancy.
What? Fancy? But I'm a man of the people. I'm never going to win this election if I come off as haughty and elite. Here, take this away from me. Thank you, child. I'm firing my stylist tomorrow.
Better let you get back to the feast.
Yes, yes. These maidens aren't going to serve up themselves.
Excellent. Surely this one will last.
Here she comes again.
I think this bucket is the solution to the riddle of Yorn.
Why?
Because buckets are the solution to everything.
Not this time.
Come on, Clarence, we're running out of time. Don't make me come up there. Okay, let's try it there.
As much as I would like some chum, I don't think it's smart to carry it around in an open container with those gulls around.
Nice inversion.
Oh, and now you're decorating me like a Christmas tree? Is there no end to the humiliation?
I've got a ladder in my pocket. Bet that will make you barf for sure.
Is it from Meriloft? They only use naturally fallen branches collected by their birds. See? It's possible to live in harmony with nature, you barbarian.
Dang! Have you ever seen cloud shoes? They're bent twigs, wrapped in feathers.
Well, the twigs might have fallen off naturally, so that's not going to make me sick. But I can't speak for the birds.
Look, he also makes nice things that aren't wood.
Crystals have feelings too.
Wait, is this east? West? Hey! Let go! Can't breathe. In case of snake, blow horn. You're welcome, Curtis. Okay, so do not go that way. Got it. Okay, this time... Okay, so do not go that way. Got it.
Hello? There? Is anyone down there?
Well, I'll see you two later.
Farewell. Stick to the paths.
Well, I'll let you get back to your work. No way. It's too pretty. I'm keeping it. That's the second hole I've put in this cabin so far. Someone's ripped the trees out of this painting.
They were looking at me.
Hey, here's some wood.
That wood is playing a vital security function where it is.
You ripped the trees out of this painting too?
No, that one was ripped when I bought it. Wear and tear, pardon.
Hi.
Hey, Vella.
Do you know what rises from a rotten bed?
No, but it sounds like one of those fruity riddles my ex-girlfriend Becky was into. Man, I do not miss her.
Hey, about this art.
Yeah?
Can I have it?
No way, man. That thing's vintage.
Where'd you get it?
I bought it from this slightly shady girl from Shellmound. Said she was selling it to get money to move out of town.
Aren't you bothered by its elitist themes?
I probably would be, if I had such a superficial understanding of the work.
How do you know it's hanging right side up?
Because the dude's little feet go on the bottom, duh.
What is it?
Well, you know. It's abstract. It's kind of a tone poem, really.
Huh.
I find it does some interesting things with the space between viewer and image.
Okay. I like how it matches your decor.
Decor? I don't have a decor. The purpose of art is not decor, man.
Why do you have it up then?
I only had it up there ironically, but I was actually getting sick of it. If you like it, just take it.
Really? Okay. Okay, make me a... So you're... Something that has children in pits and rotten beds?
Excuse me?
Sorry, it's a riddle I'm trying to solve. Catch you later, Curtis.
Beware the trees.
Okay, I'm taking this.
Cool. I liked that kind of stuff when I was your age, too.
What's this supposed to be? A little man with a bad haircut?
I guess at first glance one might see it that way.
I've got some art that might make you sick.
Is it made of wood?
Actually, I've never seen this material before.
Then I doubt it would make me as sick as the horrors made by your lumberjack friend.
Don't make me come up there. Watch out for the crosswind. Careful.
driftwood. So smooth. Check it out. Non-talking wood.
Oh, and it's so smooth. Oh, man. I feel a stool coming on.
What? Oh, whew, that's a relief.
Tell me about it. I feel 10 times better. Thanks for helping me get that out of my system. I want you to have it.
Really? Thanks.
No problem. I like to spread my samples around.
Sorry to do this to you, but
Oh my god, is that mutilated tree flesh?
you see, what Curtis does is he peels off the outer layer of the wood to get to the tender stuff inside. Then he dips the whole thing in an acid bath before he begins the deep carving. Oh, sorry, did that upset you?
You monster!
Steady. Watch out for the crosswind. Okay, let's try it there.
Here, this will make your sand mixture stick together better.
Really? How do you know?
I'm a baker. I know my ingredients.
At this point, I'd try anything. Hey, Clarence, bring that load down here, will you? I hope you're right about this.
It's never failed me before.
How many times have you used it?
Never. Shh, let's watch.
Here comes a wave. I can't look.
What'd I tell you?
Now that's a sandcastle. Looks like we're in business. I guess it's showtime.
Wait, I'm not ready yet.
What? Well, I owe you one, so I can stall for a little while, but hurry back. I can't keep the beast from coming.
Be right back. I have to get some sort of powerful weapon before Mog Chothra gets here.
Here she comes again.
I have a piece of art here that is the solution to your riddle.
Does it have a pit? Or children?
Not really. Okay, I retract my statement. This stool is the solution to your riddle.
How's that?
Well, I mean, you could sit on it while you think of the real answer. The stool looks better without it. I don't think this art needs a crystal element. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not. It's got one too many feet for these shoes. Think about this.
Halt! The Deadeye God?
Did you say you lost your sight?
Yes, that happens when you blind yourself.
Oh.
If the Deadeye God has no need for sight, then neither do we.
Huh. Who's the Deadeye God?
The Messiah from the sky, bringer of miracle objects. Someday he will rise to return our sight and begin the Battle of Volgentol.
Did your god bring any miracle objects that were like weapons? The kind that could take down a giant monster before it destroyed your home village?
Our god had such power and more. Probably. I mean, really, we don't even know what half the stuff in there does.
What's the Battle of Volgentol?
The final battle between humans and Mogs. The end of our entire age.
Sounds promising. Can I go inside?
You wish to invade our holiest of shrines? Why?
Because it's kind of cold out here?
The Deadeye Pyramid provides sanctuary only for the Deadeye God and his devoted followers when we're on a break. But no one enters the Deadeye Pyramid. No one. Well, unless... What? Well...
Can I go inside? Because you guys... Can I? I don't, really, if I'm being You made it!
Yeah. After you took that beast hooker away, they eventually left us alone.
Thank you so much, Non-Maiden.
Hey, are you guys good with riddles?
Of course we are. Except the kind where there are words that have, like, 2 meanings.
Oh, yeah, and you think the word means one thing, but it actually means the other thing? Yeah, I hate those.
It's not like that, is it?
Maybe? Nice costumes.
Thanks. Our dads made them.
They're the best fishermen in the village, so they're pretty good at tying lures.
We had to use every hook in town, but it was worth it.
Isn't somebody gonna miss those hooks?
Not as much as they're gonna miss us.
You're gonna make me cry, girl!
You maidens nervous?
Oh, we were. But then Marshall Dune got the arena set up, so we're feeling pretty good now.
Yep, I'm pretty sure we're going to hook the big one.
Don't you guys ever wonder if there's another way? To save the town, I mean.
This is how it's always been done.
Yeah, they figured out how to do it a long time ago, so we wouldn't have to think about it.
Hey, maidens, I'm going to kill Mog Chothra.
Ha! Not half as hard as I'm gonna kill it.
I'm already killing it in this outfit, just standing here.
Hey, are you guys... See you maidens later.
Ciao!
These fishing poles are useless. All the hooks have been stolen. Any idea what this is?
Please, unless it's Mog Chothra, I don't even have time.
You guys like art? We are art.
Two useless things together do not... Oh, that's not a good use for a stool. That's not a good place to hang out. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not a vintage crystal one. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not a vintage crystal one. What's this supposed to be? A little man with a bad haircut? Too busy to sit down right now. I don't need a ladder hanging off of me.
Is anyone down there?
I don't need a ladder hanging off of me.
Can you hear me? Over there? You getting the ladders? Oh, this is not a light situation. I feel that new girl might be involved in this somehow. Please, if anyone's down there, send help. It is I, Harmony Lightbeard. I'm stranded.
Need help getting down? I've got a ladder.
No, I'm never coming down.
No way. It's too pretty. Maybe it would make things more cheerful around here if I hung some art.
Maybe it would make things more cheerful if I hung myself.
Whoa. Hey, that's a little dark.
Sorry. I didn't really mean it.
If that perch is getting uncomfortable, I've got a nice stool here.
Thanks, but I'm happy up here. Well, maybe not happy, but you know what I mean.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I'll leave you alone.
Just like my...
Hi. So what's new out here?
Are you making fun of...
Well, I'll leave you alone. How about a nice stool to sit on?
No, I need to stand.
Want your ladder back?
Nah, keep it.
No way. It's too pretty. Want some art?
Nah,
Hey, the sun part, fell out when I walked by.
Man, I guess the heavy crystal I used for the sun needs a thicker lead around it. Just put it back up there and I'll fix it later.
I'll put it back just as soon as I'm done with it. Would a pair of soft, feathery shoes help?
Given my luck, they'd just start screaming.
Hey, can you make me something out of the wood in this ladder?
No. They use these hollow twigs up in Mariloft for lightness. Totally uncarvable. But I like how it's not talking.
That's not a good use for a stool. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not a vintage crystal one. Okay, this time, I'm sure I went the right way.
Oh yeah, I can't use my hands. I need to remember not to come... Okay, so do not go that way. Got it.
I'll let you get back to your screaming.
Yeah.
I'll let you get back to your... Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not a vintage crystal one. That wouldn't help. Looking at this chum trough makes me really happy I grew up in a baking town instead of a fishing town. I just hope my baking town is still standing. You know what would make that outfit complete? Feathery shoes.
Our outfits are perfect.
That's not a good use for a stool. You guys like art? You guys want to see something pretty?
That's okay. I already...
Almost ready.
Hurry up, girl. When the beast arrives, it's showtime.
I have to get some sort of powerful weapon before Mog Chothra gets here. Hey, do you know the answer to the riddle about the pits and rotten bed?
What kind of pits are you talking
Better
about?
let you get back to the... These seagulls seem to really like fish guts. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun. Especially not putting shoes on a ladder was already... That would be a wobbly combination. It does have feet on the bottom, but they're too big for these little cloud shoes. This pyramid has a very unusual top.
Hey, so do you. Have you ever considered wearing a corset with it? Shh! Here she comes again. Halt! The dead eye.
Could you... Bye!
Sense you later.
I don't need a ladder hanging off of me. This pretty wing... Give me some fruit. Dang. Firm and pungent. I don't want to disturb the mother-child reunion. I don't want to disturb the mother-child...
Here she comes again.
Check it out. Fruit.
No thanks. These are our only robes. We don't want to get them all sticky.
It's the answer to your riddle.
But it's just a fruit with a pit inside. Oh my god. It's so simple. Why didn't we get that? Oh man, that's been bugging us all day.
But what does it have to do with the pyramid?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's just something our friend Becky Yorn told us this morning. She thinks she's so smart. I can't wait to rub this thing in her face.
So, can I go in there now?
Oh, yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Guess this is where they buried their old god. It's that same religious symbol, but this one is recessed, like a socket. I don't think that will fit in this socket. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun, especially not a vintage crystal one. I wonder what that symbol means. Guess this is where they buried their old god. The top of this pyramid is transparent. So strange. There's that symbol again. That symbol is so strange, but familiar. Such strange shapes in here. I don't think that's the right shape to go in there. I don't think he needs a place to sit. Nah, that doesn't need a new sun, especially not a vintage crystal.
Tastes like death. Oh, hey. You found my circuit control router. That's awesome. Now I can fire up the ship and get back to Loruna.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, thanks for finding my circuit control router. I lost it during the crash and couldn't find it anywhere. I drew pictures of it for the locals and kept saying, "Give me this, give me this." After a few years, I just had to put myself in cryogenic storage and hope someone smarter would come along and find it.
Does the ship you mentioned have any weapons?
Hey, whoa.
There's a giant monster that is destroying villages and eating young girls, and it may or may not have already... My whole family might be... Anyway, I just need to take down a horrible monster. Will you help?
I mean, sure. I owe you one. But my ship didn't have any weapons that I know of. I'll dig around once I get this heap working and let you know.
Can I help?
Depends. You know anything about spaceships?
No. I'm just a baker from Sugar Bunting.
Sugar Bunting? Is that anything like Steel Bunting? When I first landed, there was this town called Steel Bunting that the locals were all afraid of. Apparently, it's full of badasses.
What's Loruna?
That's my home planet. Or at least it was. Who knows if it's even still there.
So we're standing in a spaceship?
Just the upper observation deck. The rest of it's buried underneath. I'm gonna need to fix some more wiring before I can even gain access to it.
What's all this equipment do?
This is the main observation deck of my ship. So this stuff mostly scans for signs of life or habitable worlds. Anything that would help the mission.
What was your mission?
Operation Dandelion. Loruna was dying. The spaceship was supposed to give us a fresh chance and a new home. But instead, we crashed here.
How'd your ship crash?
I hate to think about it, but there's a chance it was me. I tried to hack into the ship's controls and take over. Then some weird stuff happened, and the next thing I know, I'm here.
Are you the Deadeye God?
Man, that's so embarrassing. The locals called me that when my spaceship crashed here, and I kinda went along with it because, well, you know, God.
Were you really dead?
Nah, I was just preserved in cryogenic suspension for 300 years? I guess all the locals I knew here are long dead. That's kind of a relief. They were a little annoying. Part of the reason I went into crysolation, to tell you the truth.
Okay, see you later.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, pretty colors. Whoops!
Hey, that was my amplifying quartz. Without that, how am I supposed to read the data from the search beam?
Sorry, I'll get a new one.
Don't bother. All I really care about is getting out of here, and I don't need a search beam for that.
There. Good as new.
Actually, that's not bad. And you even got it in the right slot. Hey, put that laser coil back. That's how I generate light from my search beam.
I'm just cleaning it. On second thought, I don't like it there.
Hey, what are you doing?
I found a replacement for your quartz thing.
Maybe, but you put it in the wrong socket. You get that order wrong and you'll melt us down into a sad little puddle.
Nailed it.
What have you done?
Fixed your ship?
You put the amplifying quartz after the laser coil. If I powered up the beam in this configuration, I mean, the thermal feedback alone could melt down my entire ship. I could conceivably release the extra energy out of the targeting iris, but that would only produce a powerful weaponized... Well, heck, let's just call a death ray a death ray.
Yay!
And I told Becky, "You're so ugly. I'm glad I'm blind."
Okay. The targeting iris has 300 years of rust on it, but it should do the trick.
I'll try to lure him into a good spot.
You can fire the weapon with this remote trigger.
Like this?
Okay, shut it down.
Clarence, was that you? Knock it off!
Just use quick bursts, or that hacked circuit of yours will cause a meltdown up here.
I'm not sure how to thank you for this.
You know what? The whole time I was on that spaceship, all I really wanted was to be as useful as I feel right now.
Well, wish me luck.
Hey, if you're really from Steel Bunting, I'm sure you're not gonna need it.
Ready when you are, Marshall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! You know what to do, girls.
This way! Follow me! Come here!
Get ready to fire that thing! It's time! Take the shot! It's charging back up. I could beat you with one arm tied behind my back, but not two! Hit him!
Come here!
Get ready to fire that thing! Follow me!
Hit it, Deadeye God!
You're going down, you stupid Mog! Get that laser ready!
I don't think I'm getting through that thick hide. Yeah, you recognize
It's time! No good. Even his eyes are armor-plated.
What's the matter? Afraid?
Get that laser ready! Take the shot! Even its eyes are armor-plated. He must have a more vulnerable spot.
Drag your saggy old tentacles this way, if you can.
You've eaten your last maiden, Mog!
What's the matter? Afraid I'll kick you again? When I cut you open, I'd better not find my family inside.
I could beat you with one arm tied behind my back, but not two! My hands are stuck!
Fire away!
No, I need to find a more vulnerable spot. You're just a big, fat, floating lump! Over here, you nasty old dumpling! Ow! Rats! One tasty maiden over here! This way! Follow me! Fire away! Just a slap on the wrist. Do it! Gotcha!
just a slap on the wrist.
Hit it! No good! His mouth is closed!
Do it! I don't think I'm getting through that thick hide. Fire away!
No good! Even his eyes are off.
Hit it, Deadeye God!
No good! His mouth is closed! Now!
Fire away! Gotcha! Do it! Oh yeah!
Over here, you nasty old dumpling! I could beat you with one arm tied behind my back, but not two. Hit it. Ow! Gotcha. I'd shove my stool right into his mouth if I thought it... Short things can surprise you. Ha! Whoa! Do it!
Die, you monster. Quick, or we're gonna have a meltdown up here.
Son? Shay, you need to snap out of it. Our ship has crashed. Your mother's still inside. We need to get her out.
Clark!
Just help me out of this sand, will you?
That girl.
Who are you talking about? Never mind. I'll get myself out.
Where did you get that body?
You need to calm down, son. There's been an accident, and your mother is still trapped.
My mother? But you're not... She's really...
Yes, she's really in there. And no, I'm not going to leave her behind. We're going to get your mom out of there.
My... mom?
I know we haven't seen you much in person lately. It's just that I've been busy outside the ship, or, well, what I thought was a ship, in what I thought was space.
We weren't actually in space?
The point is, your mom is still inside the thing and she's not responding to my calls. Help me find a way to get back on board, will you?
Sure. Dad? I mean, I guess I always knew my parents were people. Is that really our ship? Why does it look like a...
A monster? I don't know. I'll figure it out after we get your mother.
So, if we weren't actually in space, where were we? Greetings. I am Shay of Loruna. Curious. If I wasn't traveling through space, then why are you speaking in an alien tongue? Judging by your outfit, I assume you're the leader of this place? I'd love to talk more, but I need to go help my parents right now. This button only works on grabbing Gary. I wonder where he is now, and what he's grabbing. Hi, I'm Shay.
I'm Carl. No, wait. You know what? Carol. My name is Carol.
Nice to meet you, Carol. What are you doing?
Taking a break from the husband, the kids, and that darn cloud we live on. Trying to enjoy a little fishing here, but having some setbacks.
Fish aren't biting?
No, some nip.
Well,